We arrived in Montreal at night. Taxis were waiting for us. The Canadian Jewish Congress had arranged for taxis, and they were waiting for us into the taxis, into a home on Jean Mens and Montreal. And they were told us, don't worry, don't look for jobs yet. You'll work plenty hard in this country. We'll find you jobs. In the meantime, they will set you up with families. We'll give you, you'll be paid for the room and board. We'll give you $3.50 a week spending money. And then the next day, they took us into Cooper Clothing, to a factory. And they told us, pick yourself a suit, pick yourself a winter coat, because it was close to winter. You know, it was in September. A winter coat. And then took us into Joe Schrader's, and socks, and shirts, and underwear. And then they took us into a shoe store. Everybody knew shoes. It was heaven. It was heaven. And then I began running from factory to factory looking for a job. I says $3, $3.50. I used to spend 50 cents, $3 went into the bank. I didn't need anything. They gave me everything. They gave us toothpaste, they gave us shaving cream, they gave us razor blades, they gave us everything, you know. It took me 3 months to find a job. On the job at Fine Bro Dress. I wanted to learn to be a cutter. I figured I'd learn the trade. Once I learned the trade, I got out and I opened myself in a little house myself, a little shop on myself, and slowly opened myself, built myself a little factory, because I had a talent for color coordination, for designing a bit, you know. So I said, I'm going to start on my own. But in the factory, the head cutter, his name was Max Rapkin. Drapkin or Rapkin. He was extremely mean with me. My name was not Ben, my name was Maki, Greenhorn, Maki, get away from the table. So I didn't have a chance to learn the trade. In the meantime, Dora, I don't know if you remember, Dora had a restaurant. There was a restaurant, Dora's Restaurant. She had a restaurant on Fairmount, and this guy that knew me from Bergen-Belsen used to go in there for a cup of coffee, and he said, the owner, Sydney, said to this guy, maybe you know a good Jewish boy from between you Europeans that would work for me. I need a good boy. He says, yes, I know a good boy. So he was thinking about me, and he was telling me, he says, where do I come to a restaurant? I don't want to work in a restaurant. I want to become a manufacturer. So that was the end of that. But in the meantime, the assistant cutter at Fine Bro came over to me. He was an elderly gentleman, a Jewish man. And he says to me, Ben, I like my hair. He says, listen, this dog, he says, will never let you go near that table. He's afraid you'll take his job away. He's a very mean guy. He says, you're wasting your time here. When I heard that, I said, what am I going to waste my time here for? I'm going to quit. I go into the office. I tell Mr. Morris Feinstein, I says, Mr. Feinstein, I says, I'm sorry, I'm leaving. Why are you leaving? I says, I'm here already 8 months. I says, I know zero. I know nothing. Take it easy. It takes time. I says, the guy wouldn't let me go near the table. It's no use me wasting my time here, you know. I was getting $13 a week, and then they raised me with $2 a while later. I got $15 a week, and here this guy was telling me that this restaurant guy would give you more money, and you'll have food extra. I had the room board, but I says, yeah, maybe, you know, extra food. I says, yeah. I call up this guy. I says, take me to this Doris restaurant. In the meantime, I have to have a job. He takes me, and the guy interviews me, and he says, you got a job right away, $25 a week.